Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the segment on the 13th Hadith of Arba'in and Nawawi. I will start by reading the matan of the Hadith for you and the translation. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. An Abi Hamzata Anas bin Malik radiyallahu anhu خادم رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه رواه البخاري ومسلم. The translation of this hadith is, on the authority of Abu Hamza Anas ibn Malik, the servant of the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, from the Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, who said, none of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Recorded by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Aw kama qala alayhi salatu wassalam. We have been, in the previous segments, we have been talking about the super sequence of the hadith that Imam Nawawi have put together in his collection. So you see, in the beginning we talked about the very fundamental aspects of the hadith. In the beginning they cover the fundamental aspects of Islam, the obligatory things and all that. And by the when we come to this hadith, like hadith 13 or even the hadith before this, we are getting into the higher level. That means now we are talking about how to perfect our iman and Islam. So this is one of the hadiths that tells, in fact, if you remember from the previous segment, in that hadith, Prophet ﷺ is advising us to stay away. The perfection of iman is related to staying away from the things that are of no concern for us. So that is a behavioral aspect. It is teaching us some manners, and similarly in this hadith as well. So in that segment we referred to a scholar who mentioned 4 hadiths of Rasulullah ﷺ that governs and cover the behavioral aspect of a Muslim and teach us the high level of manners. So in that reference, the scholar said there are 4 hadiths. The hadith number 1, which talks about is speaking not but truth. The second one is Prophet ﷺ is advising us to not get angry. The third one, in the one before this, that is leave what is of not your concern. And the fourth one is love for your brother what you love for yourself. That is the scholar saying that these 4 hadiths cover the manners, high level of manners and behavior of a Muslim that Prophet ﷺ is advising us about. Now, also we have been emphasizing this very important aspect when it comes to the study of hadith, that it has to be taken in a comprehensive or studied in a comprehensive manner, not in isolation. That sometimes you pick up one hadith and there are other aspects that are covered or explained in some other ahadith, related ahadith or the ayahs of Quran. So a comprehensive approach is required to understand and study the hadith. So with relation to this hadith also, there are some other versions of this narration that give us some important words that I'll share with you. Actually, I'll read those narrations. So in another version of the hadith, it says, وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِي لَا يُؤْمِنُ عَبْدًا حَتَّى يُحِبُّ لِأَخِيهِ مَا يُحِبُّ لِنَفْسِهِ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ. So in this one, the word min al khair is added, and when we will go through, I will give you the importance of this word in the understanding of the hadith. And then another version, which is in Musnad Ahmad, it says, La يبلغ العبد حقيقة الإيمان حتى يحب للناس ما يحب لنفسه من الخير. So in this, actually there are two very important words which we will cover in the coming commentary. Yuhibbu linnas, instead of the Muslim or instead of the brother, the word use here is annas. That means open to all the mankind, not only the brother. And also the word haqiqat al-iman, instead of iman, it says haqiqat al-iman. So let's start from this very word, that what is the importance of that. You see, if somebody reads this hadith, it says that if you don't love, it doesn't mean that if you don't love for your brother what you love for yourself, it doesn't mean that it will make somebody non-believer, or if he's going to go out of the fold of Islam. It's not the case. That is what this particular hadith which I just read, another version which explains, that it says haqiqat al-iman, in reality the iman, the perfect iman, the good iman. So it is like a part of iman rather than the whole iman. So it doesn't mean that somebody not doing it will not be a Muslim or will go out of this Islam. But when somebody behaves in this way, he is going towards the perfection. He is going towards the higher levels, higher standards of Islam and his iman. So that is very important to understand. As I said, that when you look at the hadith, look at all the relevant narrations and the ayahs, as many you can refer to. It will clarify many things. Now, who is the brother? The word brother used in this hadith is referring to, according to Imam Nawawi. By the way, it includes, when it says brother, it also includes the sisters as well. It didn't mention it specifically, but it applies to everyone, brothers and sisters. So according to Imam Nawawi, the application of this hadith is not restricted to the Muslims, as we saw in another version of the hadith where the word annas is used. That means the application can be extended to non-Muslims even. But there are other scholars who are of the view that the actual addressees of this statement, the word brother, is Muslims, not non-Muslims. But there are things that are covered in both. As I said, that one version is emphasizing on one part, the other version is emphasizing on the other part. So if we follow the explanation given by Imam Nawawi, that it includes everybody, an-nas, not only for the Muslims, then there are certain aspects that yes, it is it can apply to non-Muslims as well. For example, if it is, you should always love for anybody, regardless who he is. If he is out of Islam, you love for him that he should understand and accept the blessings, accept the Islam and get its blessings. So you have this love for him. What you love for yourself, Islam, you love for the others, that they should also understand and come and become part of the Muslim community. So that is the love that you need for both. As you love for yourself, you love for an-nas, anybody. And similarly, there are other social aspects. For example, justice. You always want justice for yourself. This is same for anybody. It's not restricted to Muslims. For anybody, non-Muslims, they should also be given justice. So you should love justice for yourself, and the same way you should love justice when it comes to the non-believers, even Muslims or non-Muslims, everybody. Other aspects like, for example, health care. You want good health care for yourself, and you should love for others, Muslims or non-Muslims. They should get the good health care, and some other social aspects that they are not restricted to Muslims, and it is open to anybody, and non-believers are included in that. But as I said, the real addressees of this particular hadith, when the word brother is used, that word from the Quranic vocabulary, we know that it is used, the brethren is used for the Muslims. So in particular, there is a higher level of love and affection for the Muslims, the believers. So what you love for yourselves, the same way you love for your Muslim brother or Muslim sister, and it is not restricted to any color of skin, any ethnicity, any location or geographical the place where he has come from, or any financial status, or nothing. Regardless, you should love for your brother what you love for yourself. As I said, that there is from the Quran we learn that kullu mu'minuna ikhwa, yani all the mu'mins or believers are brethren. So there are certain special conditions that apply to the Muslims, which are not available until somebody comes into the fold of Islam. So there are some scholars who are of the view that in this particular hadith, the addressees are those Muslim brothers and sisters. Now, what not to wish for your brother? So, you see, there are some good things, there are some beneficial things which are explained in the other version that I read for you, in which the word min al khair is used. That means you love for your brother from the goodies, from the good things, from the beneficial things. But if for some reason you are involved or you are liking for yourself something bad, it is not good for yourself. But if you invite someone, or if you like the other brother to have that problem as well, then it is the worst case, that you're harming yourself and you want other to be harmed as well. Like, for example, inviting somebody to a place which is inappropriate place, which is for example for drinking or for smoking or for dancing and all those things which are not, some places which are not proper. You are inviting someone to such parties and all that. That means you are doing something bad and you are inviting someone else, and that means you are liking a bad thing for your brother. So that is not in the sphere of this hadith, that even if you like something for yourself which is bad, you should not like that to happen to your brother or your sister. What one wishes for himself from khair, he should wish for the same for his brother. This is high level of piety and iman. The believers are like a body. We know that it comes in the hadith that the believers are like a body. If something happens to a part of the body, then the whole body feels the pain, and it doesn't come to rest. Even a part is hurting, so the whole body is suffering. The ummah of Muslims or brothers are like that. So now we have to look into ourselves and see at what level are we with respect to this particular aspect. That if someone, for example, are we up to this level, that do we feel the sufferings of our brethren around the world? Are we hurt or are we sleepless when we see the pictures and the videos and we hear the news from the places where Muslims are being oppressed, and there is a lot of bad happening to them? For example, in Palestine or Kashmir, they are being oppressed and there is zulm going on in those places, and lately Syria and Libya and Iraq and all that, the chaotic situation that is existing. Are we sleeping and are we at rest, and we are not even thinking about that our brothers are suffering? Because we don't like this situation for ourselves, right? So if we don't like for ourselves, how can we like and let it go for our brothers and don't do anything and sit at rest? So this, if somebody is in this situation, is not able to do, even is not able to donate $1 or so for the brother or for the brothers and sisters who are suffering in various parts of the world. He never think about that. Maximum he is doing is he's discussing the thing with the other brothers and sisters and all that, and just listening to the news and just verbal lip service. So we have to think about it, that are we really loving for our brethren what we love for ourselves? Now there is even yet another level higher than this, in which you actually love for your brother more than what you love for yourself. The good that you love for yourself, for your brother you love more. And the example of that is in the Ansar of Medina, in the way they behave when the Muhajirin or the immigrants came from Mecca to Medina, how they received them. There is an ayah that I will recite for you, and it sums up the thing. It said, وَالَّذِينَ تَبَوَّأُوا الدَّارَ وَالْإِيمَانَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ يُحِبُّونَ مَنْ هَاجَرَ إِلَيْهِمْ وَلَا يَجِدُونَ فِي صُدُورِهِمْ حَاجَةً مِمَّا أُوتُوا وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَّ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. The translation: but those who before them had homes in Medina and had adopted the faith love those who immigrate to them, and have no jealousy in their breasts for that which they have been given of the booty, but give them, the immigrants, preference over themselves. That's what I'm saying, that more than yourself. So they were ready to share with their brothers the best part of their wealth and belonging. So this is, as I said, this is another level. This is from Surah Hashr. I recited for you and gave some translation. Surah Hashr, ayah number 9. So that gives us the higher level of Iman and Islam of those Ansar from Medina, who were welcoming the immigrants who were not in a good position, of course, when you leave your home. And so they had a love for them which was extremely high and of a good, very high level. One thing that we can learn in this respect from our sisters, that you see the relation of mother to the child, to the children, and even in some cases the wife to the husband. You see they have a greater tendency for sacrifice. So they will eat less for themselves but give more to the children and even to the husband. So this is something, according to this hadith, that they are on a very high level. For us, it is something that we should learn from our sisters. Okay, now is there any restriction in competition? If you are liking for yourself something and you are liking for your brother the same thing or even better, that means there is no competition. You are ready to give. Yes, there are areas that you can compete, but there are areas that you give, or you think about giving better part of your belonging to your brother. You love for much better things for your brethren than yourself. What are the things where you can compete? In one of the ayah, it says that وَلْيَتَنَافَسُ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ, and there are things that you should compete. You should compete with each other. It is in earning the ajr of Allah. For example, if somebody has, and you can even have envy, a kind of envy from your brother, if he is envy in a way that you want to be like him, or you want to be better than him even. If somebody has mal or money and he is spending in the way of Allah, and if somebody has ilm or knowledge and he is using or spreading his ilm to the people, and you feel that you want to be like him or even better than him, so this is okay. In the good things, the competition in the good things is allowed. So like if you remember the incident when Prophet ﷺ asked for from his Sahaba to donate for a campaign, Tabuk probably, in which Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he brought half of the belonging of his house, whatever he had, he brought half of that. And Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he brought everything. And the Prophet ﷺ asked him, what did you leave at home? And he said that Allah and His Prophet. So this is competition in getting the ajr of Allah and getting close to Allah. So that is allowed. But there are other things in which you are advised, or you are encouraged to be good to your brother. At least think for them or love for them what you love for yourself. Or even better, if you want to be at a higher level, you give more, or you think of your brother to be in a better position, even better than yourself. This is very high level, and it is difficult sometimes. The shaitan pulls you in wrong direction, so we have to continuously fight it. And as we are emphasizing on the practical aspects of the hadith, this hadith is all practical. We don't have to look for practical aspects in that. It is just practical. You start, for example, we make some people have this habit of writing their schedule for the day. So these are the tasks of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you write that, you think about this aspect, that am I behaving in this way, that I am liking for my brother the same thing that I am liking for myself. This is one way of practically implementing this hadith. And in every day you will be in a situation that you can apply this hadith for your brothers. Before we end, one more thing, that also we said that liking something for yourself that you want to have, is liking the same thing or loving some same thing for your brother. This is one thing. And not liking something for yourself and not liking the same thing for your brother, for example, is something bad you don't want for yourself, then you should not like for your brother also. This is the other part of it. In your home, you may not like that somebody in your neighborhood is playing loud music, or it is disturbing you. There are children playing around and there's so much disturbance. You don't like it. But when there is party going on in your own house or your own apartment, then you have to be careful about this aspect for the other brothers also, because the thing that you like for yourself, you like for the others. Parking on the street, many people will suffer because of your wrong parking. You just, for your easiness, that you want to go to some place which is closer, you just park the car in a place which is harmful for the others. But think, when you have to pass through something like that, how you will feel. So these are all practical aspects, and I hope that we learn from this hadith and apply it in our daily lives. As we say, that follow the Prophet and change your life.